The full force of the United States government is what they're using right now. And they will use all of these simultaneously. They will isolate you, surround you, and you'll feel alone. This president is using this force against regular people in business, in the press, and just people who are standing up. They use the IRS as a weapon. I know because I've seen it. Let me show you Cindy Sheehan. Let me just so you can A-B compare the last president and this president. Remember her? This is when she was standing in front of George Bush's Crawford home, and she was yelling. This is right here in Texas, right in front of Bush's ranch. The press was yelling at George W. Bush for not meeting with her, even though he had already met with her. Well, what I didn't know until a couple of weeks ago, she hadn't paid her taxes since 2004. I didn't know that because nobody investigated that. The IRS didn't go after her. They didn't target her. But she made it public. Now she's being sued by California. She still refuses to pay California. Watch.
I feel like I gave my son to this country in an illegal and immoral war. I'll never get him back. And so if they can give me my son back, then I'll pay my taxes.
Now, I wonder if the IRS is targeting her yet. I mean, are they going after her? I know they went after some other guy for a penny. Are they going after her now, after she's admitted it? The point here is Bush never did. She didn't pay her taxes for 4 years. 2004 to 2008, he was in office. She was a major pain in the ass. He didn't take her down through the IRS. He didn't demean her. He didn't try to smear her. He also could have used and misused his power to find something on her and destroy her, but he didn't. But Obama does. Let me tell you this. I've never been audited before. Well, I should say I've never been audited until the Obama administration. Then I was audited. Several of my newer coworkers had also never been audited until they came to work for me. Suddenly, the government had a keen interest in them. They even sent out Anthony Weiner a couple of summers ago out on a smear mission to attack my business. He used the power of the United States government. They had hearings in Congress. There wasn't even a hint of problems in this case. It was a smear campaign. Of course, shortly after, he was caught sending pictures of his junk around the internet and taking pictures of himself shirtless in the mirror. That was really cool, but nothing ever happened to me or my business. But the Obama administration used Congress. That's McCarthyism. The Obama administration has also gone full out on the Tea Parties and the 9/12 projects. Just recently, they have gone after the Kentucky 9/12 project and nearly 90 groups all around the country that are being targeted by the IRS. These are the letters from the IRS. They're bombarding them in a typical Cass Sunstein sort of way with reams of paperwork. They have to, in a very short time, answer all of these questions. All of these questions. And most of the time, it's 5 pages of questions, and most of the times, they have 2 weeks. It's out there. Now, is this the same standard they're applying to Occupy Wall Street? Because Occupy Wall Street has bank accounts with almost $100,000, $99,000 balance, expenses for housing, property damage, bail, etc., etc. Where did they get that? There's a second account in the Occupy Wall Street bank account of $310,168. Really? A second one? That was there in the beginning of December. They've lost more than half of it. Now it's a month or so later, it's $147,000, and they don't know what happened to the money, I guess. So there's hundreds of thousands of dollars with Occupy Wall Street. I don't even know where are they getting that money. These are all just crazy college kids. Where are they getting that money? Tea Partiers, they don't have that kind of money. This is Richmond. They have less than $7,000. They have 2 letters from the IRS. Two letters. This one they have to fill out the 5 pages, and they were given, oh wow, a week and a half to answer all these questions. These aren't full-time people. These are people just like you. This is also the Richmond. This one they have 2 weeks. Here's the Waco, Texas Tea Party. This one they have 21 days. This one is the Ohio Liberty Counsel Corporation. They have less than $20,000. They have to fill out all of those questions. Here's the Kentucky 912 Project. They have $3,000 in the bank. They have almost 2.5 weeks to fill it out. Here is Unite in Action. They have less than $1,000 in cash, and they've got a week and a half. Over 90 Tea Parties and 912 groups are getting this kind of paperwork. They're also getting together for a conference call tonight to deal with this. We'll bring you more on that story tomorrow. Do you think Occupy Wall Street has been contacted by the IRS? Think they're doing it? It's almost like this administration is picking and choosing political targets. But that's just one attack. That's you in the middle. The IRS is attacking.